Hi, good evening. It's a pleasure to be interacting with one of our volunteers from the Tata Pro Engage platform, Ms. Mrunal Patkonkar. Mrunal has been associated with Antarang since the past 6 months and has also been a mentor to a group of Antarang students. And before I go ahead and ask you to share your experiences, Mrunal, it would be great if you can introduce yourself as well as share with us that one thing that really motivated you to become a mentor.
Hello everyone, my name is Mrunal Patkonkar and I'm working with Tata Class Edge. I'm working as a learning design manager over here. This was my first Pro Engage project, Tata Pro Engage project. And the one thing I was in education industry and I have been in this industry for about 16 to 17 years. So initial years, like for the first 10 years, I was interacting with the undergraduate level students and I was very happy in that particular part. Like there we apart from the studies we had a time to interact with the young minds. We were able to have a communication on their uh, part, like what they want to be. So that was a nice experience and that was my urge to become a mentor. And this opportunity I got from the Pro Engage project. So when I mentoring program, so I felt like I should be able to guide the younger kids, younger generation, using my experience which I have gathered till now.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. We're also very grateful to have you as part of the Antarang team. Um, so, how has your mentoring experience been? And how did you manage to meet our student expectations?
Yeah. Like my learning experience over here was very nice. The 6 months were very nice. And this was a learning experience for me too, because I have also learned many things. Like we can think with the other's perspective in mind. So that was one part. And for a mentoring project, you require the time and energy. So you should be willing to invest in the time and energy. That was the first part which I had questioned myself, that will I be able to invest this much time as well as energy? And when my intuition said yes, then I went forward for this project. The second thing which I learned was empathy. Like when I was young and when I was searching for some mentor, like I have searched for all the career options myself, tried and failed. So in that manner, I have grown through my career. But then this was like an opportunity for me that I can be someone whom I was searching in my young age. That was the first thing which came into my mind. And about the journey, I think Antarang team has maintained a very nice lesson plans and very nice objectives they have given to us. And the most important thing was the diagnostic reports which were shared to us. So those were very helpful. And being a teacher, I had the habit to write it down. So what I did was the first thing that I maintained my notes. Like I used a diary and a pen, and I had pointed out all the goals which were regarding those mentees. So for each particular mentees, what are the specific goals which I want to achieve? That was my first part, using the diagnostic reports. So that I did as the first part. And the second part was like the lesson plans. I would used to go through those lesson plans. I would have some of the additions which I can make specific to those particular mentees, so that they are interested in that particular lesson. So that was a practice which I followed throughout the sessions.
Well, that's amazing because you were able to actually prepare yourself for each and every session. And you also talked about identifying the areas of improvement for each of your mentees using the employability diagnostic tool. And I think that has also helped you to actually look at what aspects in the mentoring journey, what aspects about the student will you touch upon in the journey. And we're very grateful that you were able to focus on the goals and accordingly proceed to support the students. So keeping students engaged and ensuring that they actively participate in each of the mentoring sessions is an essential component of mentoring. So, how did you manage to keep the students engaged?
Yeah. So what we had decided initially, that apart from the 12 sessions which were planned, we used to have sessions on every Saturday. So on every Saturday we used to meet. In case on some Saturday, if any of us have any issue, then we will try and meet on the Sunday, that particular Sunday. So we had a session every week. And those sessions were also like I had a lesson plan ready for those sessions. So it was not like just a talking session or just a discussion. It was not like that. Those discussions were happening through calls also. But on that particular session, I had a topic which I had to discuss with them. That was the first thing. Second thing was like I used to give them an activity. at the end of every session, what I used to do is I used to give a small activity to do in that particular week. Like they have to make some person happy, or they have to help a person who will not be able to repay them, or they can do some activity they used to do in the childhood, or they can think of something which make them happy or sad or proud of. So such a thing they have to discuss in the next session. So that would be as an opener for that particular session. And along with them, I also used to do that particular activity so that I can also experience the challenges which come
Correct.
to complete that activity and I can relate with them. So that was one particular thing which I did. And I think it worked because they were very happy to share.
I think it also helped you to build that connection, build that bond with the mentees. And as you included those softer elements in your mentoring journey, I think it made a lot of sense to actually connect with the students on a personal front. Um, yeah. So, what were some of the challenges that you came across? Especially during the pandemic, we know that everyone is working from home. Access to digital devices has been a challenge. Scheduling sessions on a virtual platform could have also been a challenge. So, did you come across certain challenges, and also how did you overcome it?
Yeah, the first and the foremost challenge was like I had met the mentees virtually, so there was no physical meeting as such. So that was the first thing which I felt it would be a challenge, but over the time I didn't think that that was a major thing for us. So we were able to connect on the virtual platform also. One thing was like many a times one of the mentee was not able to connect on that particular time in spite of giving reminders also. But then at that time, some a level a bit, I used to be like, oh, why they are not attending the session? So that would be a question in my mind. But then when connecting to them, I would use to call them and ask what happened. So then listening to the reasons, I would like, okay, this was the reason, and then I would tell them that the discussions, how the discussions help, how we can learn from each other, and then how what is it that it is necessary to join the sessions, how it will help you. So in that way, used to encourage them. Apart from one mentee, because she had a major problem with the net also, I suppose. Other things were smooth.
Completely understand the challenges that our students are facing. Yeah. So we've all heard that mentoring is a two-way process. And I just wanted to check with you if you really, as a mentor, gained in the process of mentoring someone.
Yes, I gained a lot because this was a time where I was able to read young minds. That was the first thing. I improved upon my listening skills because as a mentor, you think like you have to talk and talk. But then listening is the most important part over here. That once you are listening with empathy, then the other person will be able to share everything with you. So that was one thing which I learned through this journey. And secondly, I have learned that how technical things will help. Like these mentees who are younger, but they are very technical. So they know how to go, how to be focused. So I have learned those things also from them.
Wow, that's great. It's great to know that our young people are getting comfortable with the digital platforms that are coming our way. If you could give one advice to a pool of 200 odd mentors, what would that be?
Okay, I would just like to say one thing that when we are a mentor, we should rate us ourselves as a navigator. So if there is some problem which arises, we should not be there to provide a solution. We should be able to help them to chase the solution by themselves. So that would be the first thing. Like we should be able to help them to know the blocks which they have in their path. We should be able to help them to arrive at a solution, which will again arouse some self-confidence in the mentees also. So if we give a provided solution, so it will just help for some part. But then once they know how to solve it themselves, that will help them for a longer term.
That's so well said. Thank you.
So I would like to applaud your team. You have done a very good job. And I'm very happy to be connected with you all.
Thank you so much. We're also very happy to have you as a mentor and as part of the Antarang team. And I'm sure the way you've shared your journey, the way you've shared your experiences, I'm sure all our mentors are going to learn a lot from you. And I'd also like to thank you for your contribution, for all the support that you've extended. And thank you so much.
Thank you.